Ah, mein Gott.
Is taking great interest in your figure work and projections.
Ach ja, hier war ich.
And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become
Clever.
allergic to water this year.
The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice. For if you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them. By solving a leave through the other door, however, and they will die.
As if we'd fall for their stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly and horribly, mangled like punch cards. What were we talking about again?
It pains me to say so, but I believe we should take the time to save the hostages.
I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Other arbiters would disagree, but I believe this to be right.
Definitely not. We should be the only one.
Retten und dann erschießen.
Normally I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above.
Safe. What? Oh, hier sind die Gegner.
My injuries are not superficial. I shall not stay your execution.
You are listening to Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason. Cordial greetings, fellow students of the Order. I once again have Vicar Maxisai on hand to answer anything you ever wanted to ask a vicar. A listener asks, did the Order always plan on betraying the Protectorate? Well, that is quite the quarrelsome query. Apologies, Vicar, for springing this one upon you.
No apology needed. Obviously, this inquirer is a former Protectorate ally, attempting to befuddle me. Poor soul doesn't seem to be living the ideal life depicted in their propaganda. In any case, for the sake of our shared history with the Protectorate, centuries united in furtherance of scientism, I will provide a thoughtful answer. Sadly, the Protectorate's befuddled masses are convinced we rejected them in their hour of need, when plundersome corporatists raved at their gates. I would gently inform them that they, in fact, abandoned us in Golden Ridge, leaving us to fend against the corporatist tide and tend to Protectorate refugees left behind. Also, I would remind them that their consul, string puller of the Protectorate's puppet regime, attempted the arrest and execution of presiding Bishop Ruth Plassar 3 years ago. There's sufficient rancor to go around. Of course, we foresaw the consul's nefarious...
This is actually impressive. I've never had so many individual reasons to kill someone before.
Well, they have a paradigm, a 5-year-old's book report on the plan. Elementary math at best. Just hollow hokum, poorly conceived. I only hope someday our former colleagues realize their miscalculations. When that happens, we will reunite in thought and purpose to solve the universal equation.
Keep put, much is left to come. Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
Ah,
Seems we've effectively begun their puzzle. Idiots.
huh. Oh,
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify
Collect Smoke durch die Wand?
Contains exactly the amount of protein your body can process
Den
in a
Gamer.
given time. Make Axiom your axiom of choice. From the Order of the Ascendant. A roguish comical remark discovered upon a chalkboard. Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate both count very little. The Order of the Ascendant counts the most. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
Stamped onto a test of order aptitude. And whom do we blame?
Auntie.
Excellent timing. Oh, well, now this is unexpected. You too, huh? Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
Given your stance, you'll be wanting a weapon rather than armor, I'm sure. We appreciate your time. If you have a spare 4 hours, feel free to stay in a...
Dafür weiß ich. War das?
Stamped onto a test of order aptitude.
Was ist das? Die nicht.
And now, constructually compelling yet categorically veracious statements
Ach so,
regarding
irgendwie das ist
products
Frage.
researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity, and with Lemma protein snacks.
Whether you are in between theorems or in between meals, Lemma has you covered.
From the Order of the Ascendant. Ever bear in mind, we are molecular machines. Our bodies a drift of atoms. Our minds a result of chemical reactions. Let's
philosophy and the grand plan. There can be no discussion of the grand plan without also entertaining a deep contemplation of probability. Our ability to predict events to varying degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics. Statistics, at its heart, is not but data. Data that is gathered, collated, and subjected to analysis.
Wish I could have seen the sheer panic on their faces in their last moments. Must have been exquisite. I wager they never felt so alive.
With a 1 in 2 chance, or tails with a 1 in 2 chance. But are there really two outcomes? Is there not one specific outcome we can determine? Yes. With complete information. Statistical mathematics. Statistics, at its heart, is not but data. Data that is gathered, collated, and subjected to analysis. But what is the role of chance in mathematics? Let's look at the interpretation of pure chance. If one flips a perfectly balanced coin, it will land on heads with a 1 in 2 chance, or tails with a 1 in 2 chance. But are there really two outcomes? Is there not one specific outcome we can determine? Yes. With complete information, there can be no chance, only outcome. Complete information yields perfect predictions, 100% accuracy, known outcomes. Now we come to one of the most difficult concepts in order for initiates to grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin is known to be heads, is it necessary to flip the coin?
Workbenches brauchen.
Would it not be more efficient to simply go forward as if it had been flipped and proceed with whatever action that flip was intended to choose? If so, what part of that choice was ever left to chance? The answer, of course, is none. Only when there is less than complete information are we reduced to chance. At present, we do not have complete information. Instead, we are still forced to deal in probabilities, expected values, and standard deviations, which lead to the dreaded sigma of probability distributions. By necessity, we are forced to estimate outcomes based on assumed distributions of sample populations. Such a travesty. No, not a travesty. Tragedy. A horror. A horror the archive will help us avoid. Every bit of data collected, analyzed, and input by our archivists brings us closer to our goal, to the solving of the universal equation. Probability is not enough. Guesses are not enough. Incomplete information leads to inaccurate predictions, which lead to tragedy.
At least it was a clean
We
dissection.
must not guess.
Hey, Bobby's not even cold yet. Show a little. Void it all. I told him he wasn't going to make it.
All data we collect to our proud
See all this
archivists.
addictive this
And
would be
you
his
too can say you contributed to the archive.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify. A statistically significant number of scientists agree vinculum flavor drops are qualitatively advantageous. Help
Da war das
your
Buch.
food taste better together with vinculum from the Order of the Ascendant. Humor is how text recently observed. Scientists seek safety in numbers and enlightenment. Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
Guess perk upgraded.
One thing you can plainly see accepted in this infinity. Can it be a positive externality? One thing the irrational term accepted in the calculation.
Wow.
Can result in explanation.
Wow.
How can that be? How can that be? How can that be?
Broadcasting residents across Arcadia. This is Grand Plan Wireless.
Presumably
It's a reason never goes out of season. It's time for
Anticipating trouble.
demonstration of relatable enlightenment.
Aggressor at hand.
Curious.
Today, is like quantity over qualitative analysis with an accelerated round of brief layperson inquiries. Starting with, does the owner know the outcome of this war?
Of course we do, but such knowledge cannot take into account such an action would shift the equation into new modes, introduce ancillary expressions that would invalidate our original solution. The mention of these topics risks catastrophic humanity discontinuity. Let's move on.
A listener asks, can I learn how to make predictions about my own life?
Equation. The equation necessarily requires bijective isometry. Such a class of parametric mappings must be arbitrary. Make an appointment at your nearest predictory as soon as possible.
Yes, Vicar. Because
Taking punitive action.
answers after
You are
seeing final question.
What's it with the big XP?
I can't wash away. Where did she go?
She's dead. Okay, great query and answer session, everyone. As your plain-speaking, relatable vicar, I'm always happy to fill your day with 2.5% more practical knowledge.
Present coordinates. I am loath to admit I require medical assistance. You have my thanks and my hammer.
Perks. Range. Was? Nut?
Every academic knows it. It's numeric fixation. It is numeric fixation. It is numeric
Oh, look! A room dedicated to the insignificance of human existence inside a temple dedicated to mathematically proving its pointlessness.
Vielleicht können wir noch looten.
No lawbreakers about. I would need a target.
Was?
I cannot fight a phantom foe. No suspects in sight.
We travel well outside our zone of academical comfort. To an objectively and verifiably shocking moonscape, where things go chomp and zap in the perpetual night.
Cockpit.
Experience a surge in stimulation as we visit Praetor,
Ah!
an inhospitable planetoid, only made marginally habitable by our grounding station and
Oh.
electrical dispersion rods. The Elysium moon Praetor is as fascinating to the mind as it is mortiferous to the body. Tidally locked in Elysium's shadow, Praetor suffers a distinct deficit of direct daylight. This unique astronomical arrangement bombards Praetor's surface with low-level N-rays, resulting in a shocking level of atmospheric electricity. I will now pause for a moment to let you appreciate my intentional pun. Available for review in this episode's transcripts footnotes in case it escaped your attention. Moving on. Only heavily adapted predatory fauna eke out a brutal existence here, relying on their mesmerizing patterns of bioluminescence. We Homo sapiens should ostensibly stand no chance. If not for order astuteness in the field of fulminology, our grounding station and charge dispersal network mitigate the danger posed by Praetor's persistent electrical storms. Lay people the central grounding station via a combined 307.47 miles of subterranean high-tension wiring, thus providing a conduit for excessive electrical activity in the atmosphere to reach the grounding station, where it's safely dispersed, typically. Tenured station operators estimate the system is 78% effective, mitigating 82% of the danger posed by hypercharged atmospherics.
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides.
Method to terminate hostile life forms.
You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. It took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you.
An intriguing possibility to consider as you mull the many fascinating facts behind the Praetor
Oh, I think my average walking speed will... You seem confused.
scientific inquiry.
Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything. I trust you're not implying something The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment. What in the architect's computational summary are you on about? This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's correspondence, and Joseph's inability to express himself clearly in the written form. That's the difference between you and me. I am an intellectual. You are just a brute with a gun. I can't conceive of a reason why my survival should matter to you.
Had you exhibited the barest sign of contrition, it might. Instead, you are as a pox unto the weak and the innocent. I see no recourse for you but through death.
Your companion seems, however, as a matter of professional curiosity, let's entertain the hypothetical. I stand down. Then what?
The spread of this parasite included a corresponding rise in gastrointestinal illnesses and deaths. Until basic
I'd reach old age before he managed to... No more talking, Agent.
I don't...
corporate profits.
Riddle me with bullets all you like.
Übel. Irgendwas ist das für eine Gummelwaffe, Alter. Holy shit.
Subsequently spread throughout the colonies due to Auntie's Choice's poorly regulated interstellar shipping.
Ew.
Replenishing mechanism.
In a rare anti-choice laboratory, which we acquired from a corporate defector to the Protectorate before our stellar system was sealed. Ceased daily interactions with our Protectorate. Belated testing by scientists showed that the berries were not poisonous at all. Instead, they were infected with a microscopic parasite, the purpleberry parasite, or PBP, as it is colloquially called in Auntie's Choice's records. More specifically, the PBP eggs are found in every berry of an infected plant, where these eggs have been subdermally injected by the second stage of the parasite. But I am getting ahead of myself. Let's examine the PBP laboratory in detail. After an infected berry is eaten by a host, the microscopic eggs inside are exposed to the host's digestive enzymes, which trigger their hatching. These parasites enter their second stage as spiky worm-like creatures with outsized pincer-like mandibles, which then proceed to feed on the host directly, ingesting tissue and blood along the entire intestinal tract. These worms are eventually expelled when they reach a size of approximately 2 centimeters in length, and they then seek out nearby purpleberry plants to lay their eggs in the ripening purpleberries. And I should add that the plants are well fertilized in this entire process. Also, the expelled plants contain undigested purpleberries. The distribution of the plants is increased, helping infected purpleberry plants to spread farther and grow better than uninfected ones. Perhaps unsurprisingly, careless Auntie's Choice scientists mislabeled this case of obvious symbiosis, given how both the purpleberry plant and its parasite are benefited by the relationship, as a parasitic relationship. Given that initial classification error, I wonder the Auntie's Choice scientists managed to ascertain any subsequent safeguards at all. After some additional casualties, plodding Auntie's Choice field researchers discovered that co-native planetary fauna was well adapted to the parasite and hardly affected by it to any level. But humans also
Wow.
fortunate. The PBP worms disrupted the human internal biome to such a degree that the eventual corresponding large immune response leads to violently explosive diarrhea, resulting in the expelling of the worms, the berries, and most of the person's gastrointestinal tract. Human casualty rates were close to 100%, even when reluctantly given attention by Auntie's choice doctors, who were more concerned with upselling unnecessary procedures or prescribing expensive ointments such as their antibiotics, a topical cream that offers no benefit to the dying patient, possibly smoothing away stubborn wrinkles, according to literature. However, given the purpleberry's non-zero medicinal value and low growing costs, impatient Auntie's Choice administration officials directed their labs to find ways to remove the parasite from the berry. A variety of methods were tested and found effective, but they were all time-consuming and wasteful of the edible portion of the purpleberries, so these methods were deemed non-cost-effective and rejected out of hand. Eventually, the answer was found, but in a history book.
Wow.
Specifically, a history text on Saltuna, a crossbreed of two different earth fish species called salmon and tuna, was found that contained a reference to anisakid nematodes, or salmon worms, with an estimated 70 to 90% of all salmon being infected by these parasites. More importantly, the text contained the solution to eradicating these parasites: freezing. The simple and obvious, yet untried, act of freezing the salmon meat killed the embedded parasites. A quick test showed the same procedure worked on PBP eggs, although without quite 100% effectiveness. The remaining parasite eggs were not removed, a method that was judged too wasteful and expensive, since they increased the protein content of the berries without affecting their texture or flavor in any discernible way. The microscopic egg remains were simply too small to be seen or felt by the unaided eyes and tongues of their consumers. So Auntie's Choice administrators were satisfied with this inept solution. Purple berries are now a common nutritional and flavoring agent throughout the colony worlds. Mindless Auntie's Choice consumers especially purchase a large variety of purpleberry-themed foods
I have
and
grown worried.
beverages, all of them
I have not
mislabeled
received word from Archivist Clemens in
parasite-free.
some time.
More
I
accurately,
imagine
the
he
label
would have
should
relayed
read
any pertinent
live
information. I fear this
parasite-free.
bodes ill.
But in
Without
any
him,
case,
the last thing
Auntie's
any of
Choice
us want
once
is
again
for our plan to spiral
demonstrated
out
their
of control.
contempt
Use the
for
methods
their
we discussed to take
customers,
command
for
of the monastery.
nature, and for any
I'm much,
pretense
however,
of safety.
though the codes will
Another
allow me
reason
control of
this
the automax on the
documentarian
station,
is
yet we must
grateful
act
for our
unflinchingly.
order's fabricated nutritional foodstuffs. OA Archive transcription number 3918-4 ends here.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism. For those of you away in the field or heads down in research during our last shared learning symposium, we offer the following peace greeting.
We should get ourselves to those peace talks post-haste, Commander. Wouldn't want to miss out on any of the mayhem and carnage.
Brief accounting of this crucial material. Though minute amounts were first discovered in the Beta Draconis system, uranium wasn't found in significant quantities until the terraforming of Cloister and Eden, since it's become the principal power source for all recognized inhabitants of the system. But it's not without its dangers, and lower risk, efficient utilization took time. Uranium in its liquid state is volatile and explosive. In its gaseous state, it's toxiferous. To organic material, but in its crystal state, it's practically putty in our hands. Not fully safe, of course. You wouldn't sprinkle uranium crystals on your nutrient bars, but they won't kill you on
Agent, over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, Seer Wiley.
The commander here is just having some fun with you.
I require a moment.
Now, Zeranium powers everything from laboratory.
Yes. Better to focus on. I won't keep you. Thank you for your assistance, and I had intended to offer you access to one of our experimental weapons. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance. Not to worry, I can manage matters from here.
Not to be read aloud.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11%
To have
gay.
3 well-loved melodies and become allergic to water this year.
Roger always said he wanted to donate it to the order. It'd help advance the plan.
Thank you again. How can I be of service?
Does.
You'd make a great lower manager.
You've returned. Is there a reason you're looking to monopolize mine? Well, I suppose it can't reflect badly on me to simply report the fact. What else do you have for me? Wonderful. I do love a subordinate, and if you'll leave me, I've got lots left to attend to. You return again and again like a particularly unshakable rat. Then why?
You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck. Lovely. Wonderful. That's just enough to get the first. Still, if you find. I'm glad you're back. Getting the. Well.
Ready? What?
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to Howard Earth?
Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the laureate.
Compelling yet categorically voracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, and now, constructually compelling yet categorically voracious
Ah, my agent friend. I just had word from one of Auntie's choicest commanders that through your efforts we may yet see...
focus.
The future of nourishment is here. Apogee chips, shelf stable and intestinally safe. Tomorrow's favorite snack is available today. The future of nourishment is here. Apogee chips, shelf stable and intestinally safe. Tomorrow's favorite snack is available today.
From the Order of the Ascendant. Always remember, every moment, every minute calculation brings us closer to solving the universal equation. Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper, something your fractions should never be.
Hmm. Gut.
One thing that you have to know, irrationality is good for the workflow.
Commander, we should put our heads together. If we ain't keen on courting complete chaos...
Bullet could solve a lot of problems, provided we can reach DeVries before she enacts her plan to kill the delegates. Won't bring Helen or Eric or Wait.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to be advised. In the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander. Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination, and vast amounts of...
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many...
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? I know what's at stake.
Confirming coordinates for Greater
And you can plainly see a positive externality, a positive externality, a positive externality. One thing you can plainly see, accept it. In this infinity, can it be a positive externality? One thing, the irrational accept it. In the calculation
of Elysium. From the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is wireless.
Keeping tabs and notes on people can be like a game.
What?
Celebrate the good ones. Turn in those who stole. It should be no simple thing to do.
Oh my god.
Everyone who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive. Stick to their routine. It should be no simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in.
Nichts mit.
What we all strive for.
These new official announcements sure are confusing.
That vacuous might have to reassess my disdain for non-protectorate individuals. You've been quite kind.
Repulsing them will only help improve their dedication. If you see a person with questions much too deep, go and tell on them while they are peacefully asleep.
Nice.
Celebrate the good one. Turn in those who stole. It should be no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive. Stick to their routine. It should be no simple thing to
Was?
do.
Mit Waffen?
Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate. What we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for.
Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign.
When the outside tries its best to disrupt us, and the sentinels will always heed the call. It's a blessing for us here, but a curse for those who near.
Warte geht. Alle weg.
For us all. When faithless subjects try to go.
You're hurt, Commander. Steel yourself.
We'll always make them fall.
Nice.
Your vitals look grim, Commander.
I'm not going to deny killing these traitors was invigorating, but their leader still needs to be dealt with. That I'm really going to enjoy.
When the fight and die and serve. Send in the sentinels
Abschied?
for us all.
Why are you still alive? What am I saying? Of course you haven't. If you had, you'd know you were marked for death, and you'd... It's unfortunate I was unable to inform you of this before you killed so many loyal members. Glad we were able to clarify all of that. Well?
This idiot obviously thinks... Ziegler, what's got into your brain pan? You used to be a dedicated member of the Dawn.
You were revealed as a betrayer through the sanctified channel. How can you disobey a revelation from on high?
You make a compelling point. But then again, so does my knife. Let me introduce you to it. I can't believe what Hierarch Ziegler was saying. How could there be a... The poor fools probably thought they were just fulfilling their duty.
Provides for your every need. Not just an abundance of nourishment.
Damn straight they should have.
Consider the protectorate.
If only it were that simple. It should be impossible for... Unless they somehow have our codes. I have no idea. If I go anywhere near one... Of course, any member of the Dawn who turns on me without thinking is asking for death. Don't worry. I'll stay on as part of your crew until I get this all figured. It's given me an impressive amount of opportunities for killing.
Much is held in reserve. Show the corporatist invaders to think they stand a chance against such technology. Surely this proves the superiority of our system.
Stand by for further reassuring content.
Now listen to this.
No finer victory beyond the vanquished foe. No greater luxury could any subject know
Kann die denn so?
than giving tenderly of body, blood, and bone to Arcadia, our nation's strongest stone. Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home. Such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony,
Interessiert.
Arcadia, our home. Such opportunity for those who would atone, perishing selflessly
Fuck them.
without complaint or groan, for Arcadia, our nation's strongest stone. Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home. Such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. Defeat duplicity. The weeds that flow.
Ja, okay. Komm.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
Everyone's neighbor Prudence here with some authentic talk. Eden's abundance can make subjects soft. Law knows my edges have rounded a smidge over the years.
Ha! Yes. What a relatable thing you just said, Prudence. We all wish our physiques were as perfect as our system.
Our pursuit of
Scheiße.
perfection must extend below the neck, subaltern. To stay in fighting shape.
Good thing we all follow the robustness routine of the Eden League. Exercise program of the Pitchball Pros. It's like mental refreshment for the muscles. Mandatory and fun. No crime in that, right?
Not typically, no. Subjects, squat and give me 50 loin girders. Push through the abdominal cramping.
You're at the 90/40th line. Almost halfway done. Take a breath. And hold it for 67 seconds. Average duration of a harsh bronzing in the even zone. Don't you die on me now. What would your neighbors think?
Okay, I think that's enough toughening exertions for now. Return to your duty, subjects. Sore but proud of a robustness routine done well. When we are strong together, nobody can hack, cleave, wing, or bronze us from running the ball into our opponent's Sunday goal.
Look, the rift. It's immaculate.
That ship seems out of place here. Worth a once-over. Looks like Earth Directorate handiwork. Not familiar with the model.
Never seen an orbital device like that before.
Wow.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this... It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. I certainly don't wish it. Yet my health is of far less import.
This one's a potential font of useful information, dear.
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths by Agent DeVries and our comrades the time... You're mistaken if you think we'd make it easy for you. We're trained, I'd have you know, with guns and the art of fisticuffs. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the... Now we're just talking in circles.
Oh Junge, das ist eine Kackwaffe. Oh mein Gott.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
guy.
Shelly drauf machen. Optik.
I'd bet bits to Borstwurst. That's going to need a new fuse.
It's good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar. But I presume that to mean it will be without exertion? If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The sovereign is as ineffective as he is suggested, but his advisor, the consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Auto mechanicals. Twice as hard to kill and half as fun.
Enemy in vicinity.
Hostilities are afoot.
Was für eine Waffe, Alter.
Handle this.
Junge, er macht mit 60%.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate.
Yes, but things have taken somewhat of a turn after the Protectorate destroyed relay out of madness. We have seen little resistance to our residents.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
concentrate. Let's concentrate on DeVries. Talk later.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svobo. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. We do not appreciate a situation we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that they came back to Terrible as a result of your involvement in power.
Isn't that right?
According to my analysis, neither of our parties has enough goodwill with the other to proceed directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
To run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into making this more worth
Warning!
my while?
Access to storage has not been granted. Please exit the vicinity immediately. This unit welcomes you to the utility atrium. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange wares, searching my records. Ah, yes. The explanation given by Mechanistissa. Praise be to the Sovereign.
Ed?
This inventory is for purchase only. Return the item immediately, or be subject to verbal assault. Commencing reprimand.
What?
Proceeding to attack. Mobilizing.
Oh, you. Oh. What?
Be mindful of hostile agents lying in wait, dear. Assuming that missive we found remains accurate.
Isn't.
My combat instincts are all a tingle. Good chance we're being surveilled.
to attack.
What?
You'll go no further, infidel. This next shot will miss.
Investigating hostile intentions.
You'll go no further, infidel. This next shot won't miss. 0.115% increase in humanity's betterment. I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. What are you doing down there? Ah, have you given up?
Hier ist auf die Waffe.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Have you given up? I can hear you scampering around.
Ah, oh. Fuck. Schade.
Hostilities are afoot.
Oha.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Apologies, but no target, no attack. Recharge for mayhem. What's up, Commander? Don't make me avenge you.
given up?
Fette Keule. Ach, Wolle.
Investigating hostile intentions. Back in stand. Go for torpification. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Would not refuse medical support.
Sharpen up.
Das Movement ist komplett anders in Lassen. The hell?
We're almost through here. Thank you. Nothing left but to take the lift to DeVries.
worlds by the end of this. Is this really what you want?
It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to Auntie's will. Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight pales in comparison to action. We acquired Fairfield from the Protectorate. You recall? This was a decisive victory over a strategic location which promises high returns.
So you think your people should rule? Shall I remind you that you failed to gain ground?
Where's their security detail? It's like they're asking to be killed. Amateurs.
Are best suited for Arcadia. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create.
Damn you.
Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can see.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander. History repeats itself, doesn't it? You show up, attempt though I'd no wish to. I only did what was necessary back on Horizon Point. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Seems that hibernation's only made you more ruthless. It's in your best interest, Commander, to hear me out. I am so close. With the right data and the prototype rift mod, but like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's choice must never have access to that technology. You should. We can't let Auntie's ilk obtain the prototype or the rift data from the Earth Directorate satellite. Combining them means they'd have the power. The Order alone should have this power. They can be trusted to close the rifts. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. The Order must...
As a member of the Order for a few decades, backing up just a moment, I'm intrigued by your layperson's grasp of Order teachings. Oh, and also your unsophisticated, though exceedingly confident attempts at reasoning.
And just who in the void are you supposed to be? Some attention-starved initiate tricked into following the command?
Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. I once held the role of head intercessor.
Oh, Law, you're... the endpoint? Just stay back. You won't stop me from doing what I must.
You believe you understand the Order, do you? Being enlisted as an outside agent is nothing compared to a lifetime devoted to contemplation and calculation. I'd suggest you have a superficial understanding at best, and thus ought to seriously reconsider your present course of action.
Your so-called experts were the ones who set me on this path to begin with. It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse.
Resorting to violence. Stun weapon ready, Commander. About time. Good riddance. On a scale of impendingly disastrous to imminently catastrophic, this seems... well, we should run!
Full of damage. Funny. Go right up here.
Keep moving. I'm right behind you.
Can't.
Of the Sovereign.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, you have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Analyze this data.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follow. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. I have also detected competing priorities. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms De Vries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate Rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. The archive is the largest and most powerful computer in existence. Control over the archive has changed several times since the invasion. Currently, the Protectorate has possession of it. Conclusion: the archive will... The prototype Rift modulator is located within the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. Reaching the lab may involve violence. A Protectorate blockade has been erected. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive and may be open to working with you to regain access. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more whoever you assist will be better positioned to... Accomplishing this mission will be 87.4%. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the Rift's expansion, both close... It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant... You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship.
What is wrong with you?
Get in.
I wasn't talking about... You benched me. DeVries is dead, so that's one thing you got right. But I should have been there. I should have been the one to pull the trigger. You waiting for a pat on the back? I don't give a damn about keeping my hands clean. This was my one chance to get answers, and you robbed me of it. I'm being serious right now. Give me one good reason why I should spend a single moment more under your command. Wouldn't stay if you... One day, you'll look back...
This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
Prudence dictates the most vigilant defense is a virile offense.
Say, isn't that the team motto of the Protectors of Piety?
Can't get a pitchball reference past you, Subaltern Prescott. We can learn from organized athletics. Our enemies
I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation. Of course not. You think that I'm like you. But I'm no longer bound. So were I even to imply I felt remorse, that I wish I'd perhaps approached, such as...
Side boundaries have called.
Then you are
Nothing of much worth to tell there. I'd rather hear your story.
lack in strength, you make up for in zeal and a willingness to give
I couldn't have said it better myself. Too many people shackle themselves with cultural limitations. Joining the glorious dawn, my world used to be devoid of color. Everything was gray. Now everything is vibrant, like the arterial spray of a freshly and I'm still not...
Now you know all you need to know, so on we go. Next up, music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace, with a true adherence zeal.
That structure in the distance is the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I mean, I'd assume it is. Looks like a Rift experimental facility type place, right?
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Rolle.
ramping up my aggression. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Bat and scan.
Teile.
Here at the end of it all, it was worth it. No hesitation, no indecision. Taking my final breath in the name of it. My sacrifice for the matriarch's vision. Embracing mortality tests my morality. Sir, the paradigm's planned without pause. It's an honor and a gift when I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. And when I soon slip away, I'll be peaceful. Thoughts of my neighbors safe at home grinning. They will remember how I reported them tirelessly through to my last days and from the beginning. Knowing my heart, my brain, and consistency. Sir, the paradigm's plan without pause. It's an honor and a gift, what I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. Finally, I fulfilled my purpose in life, a glorious death. Blown up by a mine. A fine way to go among many ways to die. Electroshocked, plasma smelted, cyranium gassed, goo pelted, minced, cubed, irradiated, blunt force trauma, decapitated. List of life-giving opportunities goes on and on. Oh, nearly forgot. Eaten by enemy raptidon. And my heart, it beats till it slows. But I know every breath and every smile, every step in every mile, contributed to something beautiful. The paradigm as a whole. It's an honor and a gift when I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause.
And now, the latest word on
Achtung.
Superior Protectorate products. Nothing reins in restless thoughts like a healthy attachment to an addictive substance. Make yours the routine inhalement of Security Gotham cigarettes. Their smooth draw and sedating aftertaste sends impure thoughts up in smoke. Security Gotham cigarettes, because smoking is not thought-provoking. Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. Here's a song for you to enjoy while you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
Proceeding to attack. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Vulnerabilities identified. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Weapon prime! Not getting through that. Better find some way around.
Huh.
Incoming. Get clear.
This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Essential listening for all subjects. Extra special update from everyone's neighbor, Prudence. All is well, and life is perfect. Our bellies are full of wholesome food. We want for nothing. Not a care in the world.
You're so right, Prudence. Our every need is met. I suppose if I had one want, it would be to visit the matriarch's tomb on Praetor, to bask in her eternal glory.
No shame in that, Subaltern Prescott. All subjects pine to pay their respects to the matriarch. Her tomb is a trove of inspiring exhibits and artifacts of her remarkable life. All Protectorate subjects once pilgrimaged to her tomb, but alas, it lies outside our fortified territory on Praetor. Now only the best among us may visit, accompanied by security.
One of the great tragedies of this war, Prudence.
Rest assured, her tomb still remains in Protectorate hands, guarded by an army of automechs.
Enemy
and
spotted.
that will never change. You may yet get your chance to pilgrimage.
Your words fill me with hope, Prudence.